Good morning. This is Kellyland on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
One person is dead and another in critical condition after a plane crash near New Underwood Monday morning.
The New Underwood Volunteer Fire Department says it happened around 6 a.m. Kellyland News captured this footage of the wreck. One person was pronounced dead at the scene. The second person was flown to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries. The FAA and NTSB are investigating the crash. Governor Larry Rhoden announced a public safety initiative to protect South Dakotans. He is ordering multiple state agencies to work with city and county law enforcement to crack down on crime in Sioux Falls. It's called Operation Prairie Thunder. Twice a month, 10 to 15 extra state troopers will travel to Sioux Falls to take part in saturation patrols. The goal is to go after illegal drugs, investigate gang activity, hold parole absconders accountable, and stop dangerous street racing.
All of these efforts will be coordinated with the existing local crime task force. We're not here to reinvent the wheel. We're here to support what works and to provide some extra juice.
During the saturation patrols, Sioux Falls residents may see more planes and helicopters in the skies above the city. Rhoden has authorized use of state airplanes and the National Guard's Lakota helicopters, often used in drug interdiction. We're still gathering what kind of damage was left behind from multiple storms Sunday and Monday night. However, we have a good idea of the destruction caused by a tornado in northeast South Dakota on Sunday. It destroyed the Kittlesons' home northeast of Henry, brought trees down, and scattered debris. Despite the mess, the family is thankful for the support they've been receiving.
We have an amazing community, and I think that being farmers, they just automatically want to jump in there and start helping where you see that help is needed.
The storm also dropped an estimated 7 inches of rain in Castlewood on Sunday. You could see standing water at the baseball and softball complex and the town's camping area. Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. I know the weather adding to the rain total in the Castlewood area on Monday.
Yeah, we had very heavy rainfall across that area, northeastern South Dakota. Rainfall estimates, according to the radar, anywhere from 7, maybe up to 9 inches. And then, of course, we had the severe weather there as well. A little calmer for today as compared to the past couple of days. We'll still go with our shower thunderstorm chances across western South Dakota this afternoon and evening. We do have a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms this morning south of Sioux Falls. They are moving to the east. I think we'll have a partly cloudy, partly sunny day in eastern southeastern Kettleland. Our next round of rain, that may happen as early as, say, late this evening and tonight in eastern and southeastern South Dakota. More details on that with Brian coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Monday night severe weather forced pools in Sioux Falls to close up early. According to a post on the city's Facebook page, due to extreme heat and the risk of severe weather, Mondays at McKinnon was also postponed. That event has been rescheduled to Monday, September 1st at 6 p.m. You may have missed 60 Minutes and Big Brother episodes Sunday night due to weather coverage. We appreciate your patience and understanding as the safety of our viewers comes first. To make sure you don't miss out, though, we've made links available for you to watch Sunday night's episodes. They can be found on KELLOLAND.com. There are no fees or paywalls related to the links, but they are only accessible for the next 24 hours. The amateur baseball playoffs are off and running, and one loyal fan in Del Rapids has been supporting PBR for decades. Carolyn Drew has been going to PBR games for about 50 years. She started to get involved with the team when her husband and son played, but now, even though both of them have died, she's still an avid supporter cheering on the team.
I just want it to continue, and I want everyone to be, I want them to have fun, and I want them to enjoy the game.
It's the definition of a true fan, and she's a supporter of PBR, and she always will be a supporter of PBR.
PBR is set to play in the District 4B semifinals against the Del Rapids Mudcats tonight at 6 o'clock. That's a look at some of our top stories. Now let's get another check of your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian? All right, as we recap the weather this morning, obviously our crews are continuing to cover damage from last night's storms. This was the area near Gregory, South Dakota, northeast of Gregory, very active near Bone Still. This is a tornadic storm video that was taken by Kelloland viewers, and that one there is probably the most impressive of the bunch. No ratings yet, no specific damage on the tornadoes themselves, but obviously we'll be following that story today. But look at how fast that one matured there. And again, that was a location just northeast of Gregory, South Dakota. So as it approached the Missouri River Valley there, and eventually this storm became part of the complex that produced the straight line wind damage that eventually headed into northwest Iowa and resulted in all that wind damage. Orange City, Sioux Center. We've talked a lot this morning too about Hudson, South Dakota. We've got a lot of damage down there. So again, these are all part of the collection of stories that we'll be following today. What's next? Let's talk about the weather forecast. And I know that we need to address that subject. So we do expect some additional thunderstorms. The most likely scenario would feature some development in western South Dakota this afternoon. You could see some flare-ups again here, maybe Rapid City, Wall. We're going to keep an eye on that. And then we also have to attend to the fact that Sioux Falls, we're in the mid-80s. We're going to get some moisture recharge. We've got definitely the conditions here for some thunderstorm development. Now, obviously, the placement of that's pretty critical, but you can see at least around Sioux Falls, there's going to be some action going on radar this evening, so just kind of perk up to that. We are not forecasting the level or the degree of severe weather that we had last night. We want to be clear about that. Southwest South Dakota, the conditions there are probably a little more favorable for some severe weather today and this evening. So do keep an eye on radar. Again, Nebraska probably will end up with the worst of it tonight, as a lot of these ingredients have shifted a little bit more placement-wise to the south. For tomorrow, well, 70s for highs. That's going to feel pretty nice. Northeasterly winds and a couple thunderstorms will fire up in the west, but we expect that will likely stay more West River at that point in the forecast. So highs today, a lot of folks here in the mid-80s this afternoon. Sioux Falls, Mitchell, and Yankton will end here on our 7-day forecast. For Sioux Falls, it looks like a little quieter, a little drier stretch of weather getting into Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There could be some storms around this weekend. Obviously, temperatures warming back into the 80s, and that's probably the next piece there to watch. Aberdeen in the northeast, we're also watching the chance of a couple thunderstorms as we head into the weekend. I would say when we look at the rest of the week, Pierre and Rapid will be a little more active at times. Obviously, we've got to count for tonight and what's left over tomorrow in Pierre. It's not quite as cool, but it's definitely a whole lot better than it has been. 70s in Rapid City tomorrow, 74, 76 on Thursday with that chance of thunderstorm activity. More details at KEVOLAND.com.